Blackwing 2040 here, and if you're wondering about the new scenery and everything, it's because I'm at my grandparents' house, so I'm not at my house right at the moment. So yesterday I just saw Guardians of the Galaxy, and that movie was totally amazing. I mean, just mind blowing. I loved it. I loved every single moment of it. So I'll be reviewing it, but this time I won't be doing spoilers. So I know how you guys feel if like I spoil some stuff for you people, so I won't be doing that anymore. I'll just be talking about how great the movie was and about the characters. Pretty much. That's it. So we got the 5 members of the Guardians of the Galaxy: Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Groot, and Rocket. So Star-Lord, also known as Peter Quill, who is half human, half alien. His mother, his mother basically died by a disease, and the ship traveled and found him, and he took him into space. So from then on, the only thing he has left memory of his Earth, I mean up Earth, is his music that his mother gave him. So he lists every music he listens to is old school type 80s, 70s, 60s style music. It's his only thing he has to remember of his home planet. Now, Gamora is Thanos' adopted daughter and sister to Nebula. So she's more of a feisty assassin, but knowing the things that her father has done, she wants to move away from him. She wants to right his wrongs. So basically, she's the rebel of Thanos. She doesn't like anything he's done, so she decides to stick with the Guardians and prove that deep down, you may think she's a feisty, hardcore, kick butt, mean chick, but deep down, she's got the heart of a real person. Like you'll love her. Next, you have Drax. Drax, also known as the Destroyer. His wife and kids were killed by Ronan the Accuser, and then he went on a whole rampage, which brought him into the prison. So he met he met the rest of the rest of the Guardians when they got sent into that prison, which I'm not which is how all of them met each other. They all got sent into prison. Look how that came to. So he wants to avenge his family's death and let them not die of you know let him have a sad memory of his family. So he will do whatever it takes to get his family back, even though they're not there. But he wants to avenge them pretty well. All right. Oh yes, Rocket Raccoon. Now, Rocket Raccoon is basically the tactic arsenal base raccoon, and he talks. He's basically one of the coolest people that they made in the movie. Like the design for him just looks so wow. Like you look at him, and he's like, this raccoon is real realistic. And but what I want to say, don't mess with Rocket. Dude has a temper. Like you call him a pet, a rodent, fuzzball, whatever insult you call him, he's gonna retaliate. And you don't want to you don't want to be near Rocket when he's angry. But when it comes to Rocket, is smart with tactics and weapons, so he's basically the weapons officer of the Guardians. And then lastly, we have Groot, who is basically Rocket's homeboy, he's his only friend that he has, and the only thing you'll hear Groot say is, "I am Groot," because that's the only thing he ever says. But let me explain why. The only reason why he says those 3 words is that's his way of communicating. That's his only. Rocket understands what he says. Basically, Rocket's the only one that understands. But he may be just like a tree life form, but dude has a heart. He's smart, and he's a beast at fighting. He will tear you apart. For a guy who looks like a tree, dude is a big brawler. So let's get to the main enemies of the film. You have Ronan the Accuser, and you have Nebula, who's uh oh my gosh, Gamora's adopted sister, or you would like to say half sister. But in this movie, we also get Thanos, played by Josh Brolin, and boy, did they make him epic. I mean, I was shocked when I saw Thanos at the end of the Avengers movie, which I was so happy to see. And then in this movie, you get a full body length appearance of Thanos right in front of your eyes. That's that's epic right there. So Ronan the Accuser, he's this main, well, in the comics Ronan wasn't really a bad guy. He's basically like a judge type of being. So he will, any person who does wrong, he will like accuse them of their wrong things and then does whatever punishment they deserve. But in this movie, they made him like a hardcore type villain who wants to destroy all. And he was working with Thanos, pretty much. And Nebula, who is this alien who, and Thanos' daughter, she may look like an alien, but she seems like, if you look at her clearly, she seems very robotic, kinda, for her type of persona. And all I gotta say is this movie, I'll tell you everything this movie got. Has romance, comedy, so much comedy, drama, and most of all, it got some freaking action in here. You guys are gonna love this movie. I'm saying I'm not spoiling everything for you guys. I just gave a whole thing about what the whole movie was like, the characters, the scenery, and the scenery was mind blowing. So go see Guardians of the Galaxy. You guys are gonna love it. I totally enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy it too. So until then, I'm Vengeance, I'm Darkness, I am Blackman. Stay gold.